Javier, come over here, please.
I was just cleaning the pool, baby. What's going on?
I want you to come over here and tell me if Artie's feeling a little stiff. It's been rough on my neck lately. I got this big neck ache, and I just want you to see what's wrong with Artie.
Okay, let me see.
Maybe rub my neck a little.
I can rub your neck. I can get in there and rub that neck.
Oh my God!
Deep into your
Those
little
muscles
shoulder.
always get me so good.
Yeah. My father was a masseuse.
Oh, Artie, I wish you had feelings or anything so you could know what I'm feeling. I wish you could know. Oh my God. Artie, can you quiet down a little bit?
Hey, Brenda, he's really bringing me down. Can we put him in the guest room or something?
You want to put my husband in the guest room?
Yeah, I never knew he was even going to be a thing how was I supposed to know I wasn't ready for him to just show back up one day?
Well, I told you I was doing that summoning, right?
I didn't believe that it would ever happen. I went to Catholic school all my life.
You guys worship ghosts and shit. Why don't you know that I could bring him back?
There's nothing in the Catholic Bible written about
Didn't I tell you about my
back...
ghost babies? What did you think?
To be honest, I thought you were crazy.
You thought I was crazy, but you still fucked me?
Well, when I signed on as your pool boy, at first it was kind of one of those things where, your employer hits on you and it puts you in a position of struggle of power.
Don't give me that bullshit, Javier.
I fell in love with you. I fell in love with you, Brenda. But
fell in love with this
of course,
pussy.
at first it was that.
You thought I was crazy and you still wanted to fuck my pussy.
I thought you were crazy. Of course, Brenda, you were talking about reviving your husband, but put it aside because I believe you now.
Listen, Artie's here and Artie's queer. You know he's never had a gay experience.
Well, he's not going to today.
Have you?
No, but I'm not going to today, that's for sure.
If you love me, you would.
I do love you, Brenda, but I'm
You
not...
would suck him off. He hasn't had any pleasure since he's been back on Earth.
It doesn't even have any blood flow to
Suck
it
off
that we
his
know
soft
of.
dick.
You can't suck off a soft dick. I'm not going to put your paralyzed, paraplegic husband's soft penis in my mouth.
You're a pompous asshole.
Listen,
Get off your high horse. Get off
I'm not gay, Brenda. I love you, and you only. I didn't want him to come back. In the first place, I'm not gonna share you, and let alone I'm not gonna have sex with him.
Artie's sharing me. You don't hear him complaining. Thank you, Artie.
I remember from your story, he did not like it. He was not excited, you told me. And now you're saying...
Things have changed. It's been months.
Regardless, Brenda, I can put that aside, but I won't have gay sex with your husband.
You do know your place in this house, right? You do know we're not a thing. You do know I moved you in to be my boy toy, and because your parents threw you out, right?
But I thought you loved me too.
Have I ever said it?
No, but you...
I've never said it. Have you...
But I've said it to you, and
Yeah,
I just
what do
thought
I
it was one of
always
those
do?
things that, taking time. You would take time and you would say that you love me at some point.
Javier, you're 19 years old. I can't be with you.
Well, so what are we doing here? I thought we were in love.
What are you doing here?
Well, I guess I'm having gay sex with your husband, aren't I?
Yes, now get down.
What do you want me to do? Just put it in my mouth?
Yeah.
It's not, but it's soft.
Are you gonna argue with me the entire time we're doing this? Are you gonna sit there and argue it? Artie, don't you want your dick? Here, I'll show you how to do it. Here, let me get off. Can you even feel this, Artie? Give me a for yes and a for no.
What?
Okay. You want Javier to suck on you? Was that too big? Or was it two? It was.
I think he wants it. I think it was two big yeses, but I'm just worried about, is it clean? When did you give him a sponge bath last?
I haven't given him a sponge bath at all. I asked you to do it last week. Did you not give Artie a sponge bath?
I didn't know you asked me to do that. Did you leave a note?
I asked you directly when we
thought
first spoke up. I said, Javier, today, can you do the gardening? Can you mow the lawn? Can you clean up Artie? Starting to smell.
I didn't hear
No
all
wonder
that.
he's getting all lumpies, probably full of feces.
Well, have you not changed his diaper?
Do you smell it?
Well, I thought you changed. Have you not been taking care of him at all? I thought I was just your pool boy / boy toy. I didn't know I was also going to be taking care of him.
Javier, according to you, you're my, what, boyfriend?
I thought.
I'm married.
When we got together, he was dead.
I told you that in confidence.
It was public news. He was a congressman.
You know, the boy toy I had before you was a little less smart, honey. He wouldn't have started doing all these sorts of things. He was happy to be in his place. And you know what? He lived a happy, fulfilling life. He's sitting right there.
Huh?
Right there, honey, my last boy toy.
Your husband, your son.
Both.
I know.
You're no son to me.
Is that why this would never work out? Or do I
Yes!
have to be related to you to
Yes, you
be
have to be
married to you?
I thought I made that clear with my last boyfriends, Uncle Joe and Artie.
You made it clear, but I thought that we were getting somewhere. You asked me to move in with you, and we signed a mortgage together. We opened a joint checking account. What was all that about?
Listen, what are you bringing to the table? I'm bringing in hundreds of millions of dollars. What, so you can sit around and go buy new lawnmowers to mow the lawn?
That's unbelievably racist.
You mow the lawn!
I'm your pool boy!
You're also Mexican!
I know.
Javier, I don't know.
I
mean, Artie and I love you being here, but...
I don't know. I don't know if this is working out, Brenda.
You can't break up with me!
Of course I can, Brenda.
No, you can't.
I have just as much right as you do.
You signed
but
the
I want you
50
to
Shades
know.
of Grey agreement I gave you. You belong to me. You're my boy toy.
I don't
You
think
signed
that's
the
how that
contract.
works. And then I
You
don't.
signed a legal binding contract. Lawyer up,
A
jackass.
sex contract? Is that what that legally makes me yours?
We had it
Slavery is
notarized.
illegal.
Remember when we had it notarized?
Yeah, but it won't hold up in court. And besides, Artie wants to go with me if I leave.
What? You trying to take my husband?
He doesn't like that you've been neglecting him and passing off his care to someone that he doesn't even like.
So why would he want to go with somebody he likes, Javier?
Because you are maltreating him, mistreating him. Look at him.
He usually takes care of himself. I haven't taken care of him since he's been a baby.
Yeah, well, he is in soup now. He's a vegetable.
Well, then how would he know he's not being taken care of?
Well, oh my, I can't believe what you're saying about your own husband.
He'll be fine. I'm making sure he's not getting sepsis.
How are you making sure he's not getting sepsis when you're not even taking care of his basic needs like changing his own diaper?
Does he look like he has sepsis to you?
Well, no, but I wouldn't. You can't really tell that just from looking at somebody.
I was trying to convince Artie to just get a different body. I don't know why he would go back to a body that has soup brains. If you ask me, it was kind of stupid. I asked for a new upper enhanced body, so maybe I could throw you out.
Throw me out?
Yeah, I don't like your attitude. I wish you would just sit around, not talk, and fuck me.
I don't have the libido for that. And plus, you give me all these other tasks to do that I can't just sit around
honey,
and be...
This was the first... Here's the first way you knew you fucked up. You don't have the libido for that. You know, man of mine, any man of mine would have an unbelievably high sex drive and be willing to fuck me whenever I wanted, wherever I wanted.
I know. And clearly you've got that with your husband, so why did you bring me here to just break my heart?
You fell in love. This was not about feelings.
It was for me, Brenda. I'm 19. I'm young. I'm impressionable, like your son when you molested him at such an early age and Stockholm syndromed him into loving you.
I did not molest my son. Get the fuck out of my house.
I will see you in court. I'm taking Artie with me.
You can't take my fucking husband! Fine, fucking take him, you stupid prick!
You'll be hearing from my lawyer, Doug Mann. Well, welcome back to MOATAIF. Today, we are calling up my Aunt Judy. From the last episode, we unveiled all of the voicemails and dirty, hot gossip about...
Judy is being culted. I think she's being groomed for a cult. I think Dennis is manipulating her. She's obviously lying on the phone. On the phone, she sounds creepy as fuck. Hello, Zach.
Right.
Honestly, if you're tuning into this one for whatever fucking reason, not listening to them in a row, you got to go back to the last episode because it's one of the greatest things.
You got to hear all that because this part isn't gonna be as satisfactory if you didn't have the whole build up from the last episode. So I'm gonna try to get her on the phone. I'm nervous about it. I'm a little regretting my decisions. Not really. Like, I'm excited to do it, but it's. At the same time, it is.
You are going through a lot.
I am gonna do it. Yeah, this really is happening to me. So it's like, on one hand, it's entertainment, and I'm glad that it's entertaining. But I also have to be the one that's doing it and dealing with the real life repercussions of what's happened in my life, I guess.
Well, let's just dissociate from it. We're on a podcast right now. We're doing a podcast, and we're calling up somebody for a podcast. On the phone, Judy Freeland.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey.
Hey, what?
What? How's it going?
Okay, how's yours?
Sorry?
How's your day going?
Oh, it's not too bad.
That's good. Has school started yet, or?
No, it starts on the 25th.
How does it?
Yeah.
Are you going back, or are you doing homeschooling on it?
It'll be online.
Oh, really? I think everybody's going online.
Yeah, there's a lot of places switching to the online education right now.
Yeah. I know the city schools are supposed to start back up yesterday, but today, and a lot of parents said they're not sending their kids because they have to wear masks all day.
Right. Well, what can you do, I guess?
Yeah, I know. Johnson's school started last week, but he's done with it, so. I don't know what to do with your address. I'm on kids again, so I can send you your picture.
Oh, yeah, I'll give it to you.
Okay.
So, what's been going on over there?
Not much of anything. Yeah. Jonathan and I been here taking care of each other.
And what happened with Dennis?
I have no idea. And I really don't care.
Yeah?
Yep.
Well, what was...
Yeah, I got a check here for him, but I called or let him know I had to check, but he says I guess he talks to Linda.
He won't even talk to us at all.
He won't talk to us, but he talks to Linda. He told Linda his phone's been turned off, so that's why he hasn't got any message from us. I told Linda told him I got a check for him if he wants it, and he's never wrote back to her, so.
So, what all happened? I mean, like, did he just disappear one day, or like, he came back and then what?
He came back and told my doctor, Kathleen, because they was going to put me in a senior citizen home. And he says, no, I'll stay there 24 hours with her to take care of her so she don't have to go to the home. Well, same day he told her that, the next day he took all his stuff and left.
And how long ago was that?
Oh my gosh. Huh?
4 weeks now.
It was back in July, sometime in July.
Wow. And you said he took your money too?
Yeah, he took, well, I didn't take the check I got here, but he took, I gave him, excuse me, I gave him $200 because I told him I'd give him $200 to take care of me. And so I gave him the $200 and he took off.
Well, I guess that sounds like him, but,
Oh, yes. Then said he told her he's in Salt Lake, Florida. Something like that.
I don't know.
And he's living in his car.
well, that's pitiful.
Yep.
Well, what happened, right? Why did he say anything when he left? Like, or what was he gonna do? Did something happen that made him disappear? I mean...
He just told me, he says, what's his name?
John.
John, no, not John, but
Brian.
Brian wanted him to go camping with him. So he took all this stuff, and I wondered why he was taking all this stuff to go camping, his bed and everything. He says, I'm only going to be going till Sunday. I'll be back. We haven't heard or seen something since.
Well, that's pretty classic.
Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty much what he did to me.
Yeah, that's what he does to everybody.
So, what are you going to do now if he tries to show back up?
I don't think I'm going to let him back in no more. I've trusted him too many times. He said he could put me in senior living because he could tell me he's not living here. Well, Jonathan and I have been doing too good. Jonathan's been really taking good care of me, so I don't think they can.
Well, I certainly hope not, but yeah, I definitely wouldn't want him to be manipulating that, like holding that over your head
I know. That's what worries me.
As far as I know, they can't really tell me make you leave if you have someone here with you.
Well, they can, but...
That's helping you, though. And you have me, you, and Linda all saying that I'm helping.
Yeah.
That's true.
You know, Jonathan's been better than he's ever been.
Well, that's good.
Yep.
Well, I mean, if he's really gone, I guess I don't know, but it just, it worries me because I am still, worried that he's hanging around there and manipulating you know what I mean? It still makes me feel uneasy.
Yeah, I know. But all those writings I did, they were with me. Dennis had nothing to do with them. I wrote to you, not Dennis.
Well, yeah, I guess I'll believe you. I mean, I guess there's no reason not to, but, you know.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
It makes you crazy, I guess, when you have to deal with crazy people lying to you and manipulating you. It makes you question everything, you know. Hard to trust people that way.
Yeah, it is.
Alrighty, well, I guess I'll send you my address here soon and get that all taken care of.
Yeah, I'm having Jonathan give me a pen.
Oh, okay. Alrighty, well, I'll let you go and I will talk to you here soon.
Okay, your girlfriend, you still getting along good?
Yeah, going well.
That's good. Just enough, huh?
Right.
Okay, well, give us a call sometime and I'll call you.
Alrighty.
All right, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.
Bye. Time to digest what was a very uncomfortable and very awkward, unbelievably anxiety-ridden phone call for me.
There's a lot to unpack there.
Yeah.
Now, what do you think?
For the most part, my overall reaction is that it seems like she was being pretty genuine, but that's what I've always thought about her, and so it's like I don't know what to believe at this point or anymore or ever again.
Yeah, I mean, she seemed like when she was describing what happened with Dennis, she seemed pretty genuine about it. Like she didn't really have to think about it. Plus, Jonathan was there backing it up.
Right.
I don't think Jonathan really would lie about something like that.
Right. Yeah.
But at the same time, what sort of seemed weird to me was that she, when you gave her your address, she seemed mad about it.
Yeah.
Well, what happened in Columbus?
And I'm like, okay, maybe because as far as she knew, I was still living where I actually am living. But I don't want her to know that because I still don't trust her. I still don't trust any of that.
Dude, I completely get it. I won't tell my mom where I live.
Right. And it's sad, but it's like I don't want Judy to know that I'm still here because I don't want Dennis to show back up here.
Yeah.
And I'm certainly not going to be like, oh, I'm moving.
Do you think Dennis is really in Florida living in his car?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Well, it's there's two lies that could be deconstructed in that. It could be a lie from Judy, a lie he told Judy.
Right.
It could be any number of lies. So at this point,
it's inconclusive. It's inconclusive, and it's weird that the mystery has to be left on an inconclusive. I mean, I don't know what I expected, but I expected her to be a lot more like at first she didn't act like anything was wrong, as if she hadn't called me like 3-4 times in one day, like within an hour, to try to like make things right.
I think she was just making awkward small talk.
Yeah.
Like, because she felt awkward about it. I've seen people do that.
Yeah. But I don't know. It never seemed like we really got. I don't know. It just really felt weird. I mean, not as weird as like all of the voicemails, but it certainly was just weird because it's still like I just don't know.
Yeah, I know what you. I mean, I have to deal with this a lot of the time with my mom, where I'll talk to her, she'll be saying something some way. Like, she just texted me the other night, like 10 text messages. Like, RJ, I need help. I don't know what's going on. I need my sister. I need this. Oh my God, I'm sorry to bother you. Oh my God, what happened? And then I text her at 3 a.m. I woke up in the middle of the night, like, hey, what's going on? Oh, nothing. Everything's fine. Everything's good. I just went to the bar and got too fucked up. I don't know, whatever. So I tried to talk to her about it days later. Oh, no, I can't really talk about it right now. We'll probably never talk about it again.
Well, so it's like, okay.
Yeah, it's just like she tells me stories. I have no idea what to believe from them. I mean, I really sympathize with the whole dentist thing. I don't know what to believe ever from her, ever. Yeah. Sometimes I feel like I'm getting glimpses of the truth, and it's usually when she's like not like revealing the information on her own and I have to probe it out of her.
Right. Well, and it's like awkward because regardless of what any of them say, I don't know what to believe. Like, yeah. It's just like completely, it's all up to like me just being like, yeah, I guess I have to have faith in you, the person that lied to me.
Now, do we think that maybe the reason Judy sounded so rehearsed is because she had to rehearse it to like to leave the voicemail?
It could be, but I mean, even then, like she added like more details. Like she was like, yeah, she told my doctor Kathleen and like stuff like that. Like she was just like laying out like a little bit of extra details that made it seem like it might be more believable. But
no, Judy is not a master manipulator like Dennis. I think the ability to throw in details like that to make a story seem more believable is, I think, something we could only credit to a master manipulator.
Yeah, right. Unless, besides
that's
it
not
just
something
being
I
accurate.
would ever think of.
Right.
I would never think to just give a fake doctor's name and like, no.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. And it's not like I expected her to be like, oh my God, like, yeah, Dennis is still here and he's got a gun to my head right now, help! But I don't know, it just like, it doesn't feel like there was any like resolution from that.
No, do you think there's any way to like spy on them in some sort of way to figure out if he's still there?
I mean, other than just like going to where they live and like monitoring it, which obviously we could do, but other than that, like really,
yeah,
no.
we'd have to get somebody and pretend to be somebody who's like canvassing,
right?
Knock on their door and like look in and it's like, do you see a fat bald man balding?
Well, even just go to the door and be like, hi, I'm looking for Dennis Roberts, and they're like, oh yeah, he'll be home tomorrow. Like, he's at work right now. Something like that. I mean, like...
Yeah, they probably recognize me, though.
Yeah, probably, I would assume. But I don't know, I mean...
I can make up a big fake story, like, I just don't know where he went. He was working down for me at the bowling alley every Tuesday night.
And now he's just gone. And then they're like, oh, yeah, well...
He's here.
He's here. He's in the back room right now if you want to talk to him. Like, I'd be so devastated because, like, how could somebody lie to me again? It's like I want to believe that he's at least gone right now, but
I'm trying to believe Judy isn't capable of those sorts of lies.
Right.
But she did like not ever tell you that he came back.
Exactly.
And told you directly to your face that she would not let him back if he came back.
Right. And now
also could just be like he decided to come back.
Right.
She needed help with money. She is naive and thought that he was being genuine this time.
Right. I
mean,
mean, there's
say
all
she
of
gave
that.
him too many chances.
Yeah, I mean, there's all of that.
But I mean, the fact that Jonathan is corroborating the story, I mean...
That does give it a little bit more credence, even though he's not, like, necessarily a reliable source. But he has no reason to lie to me, especially because he looks up to me. So I would hope that he would give me the God's honest truth.
Maybe Jonathan is the next person we call.
Could be, and then we just talk to him directly, and we're like...
Featuring the review gamer.
Yeah, like, don't do all this bullshit. Cut to the chase. Is Dennis still there? But I don't think he is. I mean, from what it sounded like, I don't think he's still there, but it's weird, because I don't know for sure. Where else could he be? Living in his car, really, in Salt Lake, Florida?
Is that even a place?
I don't know.
Salt Lake, Florida.
I mean, but it's also, and it's hard to say, like, even if it is, because he could be somewhere like that in Florida. But it's, Salt Lake, Mims, Florida. I don't know, but who the fuck knows? I mean, apparently it exists, but we'll never know definitively, and that's what's frustrating about it.
I mean, you only have this issue for, what, like 10 more days?
Yeah.
And then he'll never know where you're at. It'll never be
That's
revealed.
true. That's true. He'll never know.
You don't have to reveal any of your whereabouts to him.
You're right.
But you'll be far away.
That's true.
Far away enough for him to never find you ever.
Right, and never even cross his mind that I would be in that place, I would think.
No, yeah. Yeah, you're never finding him, Dennis. If you ever stumble upon this, never.
Kill yourself. If you're listening too. I don't know. I guess we'll just have to put a pin in this one until we get some more information, because I can only assume it's kind of like one of those things with Dennis. It's kind of like I don't know what they say, but it's a dead animal always turns up.
Yeah,
something like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
He does.
He's always going to turn up somewhere. I'm going to hear about him somehow, somewhere. One way that might be interesting is to see if we can get Hannah's mom, Carla, to keep her eye out for him, because he was working at the Masonic home when she reported it to me in the first place.
That's interesting. We could maybe even call the Masonic home and say, like, hey, is Dennis there today?
Right. Because that would certainly give us a little bit more to go on. But I want to believe that he's gone, but at the end of the day, you know what? It doesn't fucking matter. Because he's already out of my life, and I don't think he's just going to show back up into my life because he's a fucking coward.
And especially if Judy is relaying any of this information, he thinks you're at your mom's. He'll never show up at your mom's.
Right, yeah, that would never happen.
Yeah, he would never have the balls to do something like that.
Right.
Now, do you think that he's the one who sent you that Facebook message?
Yeah, I still do believe that. Because I just can't...
And how long ago was that?
I can't believe. That was like... I mean, I want to say it was August, for sure.
So just a couple weeks ago?
Yeah. It could check out. It could check out with the story, but she didn't say like, oh yeah, like something happened. She just said, I don't know what happened. He disappeared. But I guess she couldn't say, oh yeah, he was texting you and you said something that made him mad, so he left.
You think so?
I don't know, but maybe.
I was having thoughts like that too. Like, what if he actually left when Judy like fucked up?
Right.
Fucked up the other day. Calling you.
Yeah,
because that was her
hilarious.
That was her fuck up, because you were on the phone with her.
Yeah.
She got you on the phone with her, and she called you Dennis.
And then she called me like 5 times after that.
Or she thought you were Dennis on the phone.
Right.
But it also could explain why she immediately answered if he was gone. Like, I have a check for you here.
That's true. But then at the end of the day, she said, at one point, the thing that doesn't make sense is that she said in one of her messages that he cleared out her bank account and left.
She did?
And now she didn't say anything about that at all.
$200. Maybe she was just being dramatic.
Could be. Maybe, well, I mean, $200 might have been her whole bank account.
But easily might have been.
But even then, it just doesn't make sense. It's like the pieces don't go together, and it still doesn't sit well with me. And the only way we're ever going to figure this out is like by more passing time. So I'm sure this will come back up on this dumb. I was going to call the show dumb, but the show's not dumb. But I'm sure that this dumb problem is going to end up coming back up on this show, because Dennis won't disappear. I want him to. I wish he would and stop rearing his ugly head so that everybody in this life that he wronged could just move on already. If you're listening, Dennis, do the world a favor. Make sure you tie the noose strong. Make sure you pick a good beam that has a good weight limit and hang them high and break that neck when you fall, brother.
Amen.
Drink your prune juice, you old bat.